Well, a bespoke suit's ultimately it's a luxury product. It's reflected in the way it fits, the way it feels, the feeling of well-being it gives you. Unfortunately, that is something that is very, very difficult to convey. You can't express how something feels until you actually have it. But once clients have a bespoke suit, they never go back to anything off the peg or ready to wear, no matter how expensive. There's nothing that rivals a bespoke suit. It's made specifically for you, it's unique to you, it's imbued with your own styles. There's no two like it in the world. The difference between an off-the-peg suit and a bespoke suit, 99% of off-the-peg suits, the cloth, the internal sections are just glued. They are fused. Fusing came around in the late 60s, early 70s. There is a market for a garment made that way, and there are garments that are made very well in factories that are fused. However, you take a suit to the dry cleaners that's been fused, ultimately it will start to delaminate. It doesn't matter how well it's been put on, even the machine that puts it on, once it's delaminated, it can't go back on. Now, anybody can canvas a garment. The difference is in making a canvas that is correct. That is the key to it. The longevity of a bespoke garment is worth every penny. The most unique thing about the way I work is I choose to cut and make all my clients' garments personally. I don't have any staff, I don't put any work out, so from when I see you the very first time as a client, from me taking your measurements to you putting that garment on your back completely finished, no one else has touched that garment at all. I can turn garments around much easier for clients if their schedule changes. It keeps my quality high. That is it. I offer two services, a semi-bespoke and a full bespoke. The full bespoke, it's traditional, genuine, authentic, full bespoke. All bells, all whistles. There is nothing above a genuine bespoke suit. The difference between my semi-bespoke and the full bespoke is essentially labour. I take most of the labour out actually via the trousers. So the trousers are more or less machined and machine finished as opposed to hand finished. Both of them I still draft a pattern for you. They're both still hand marked in, hand cut out. The semi-bespoke I provide 2 fittings. The full bespoke I provide 3 fittings. They're both a canvas coat. The canvas that's made for the semi-bespoke I make on a machine, whereas on the full bespoke I make all the canvases by hand and pad the lapels by hand. The finishing on the semi-bespoke coat as well has machine buttonholes, whereas the bespoke has handmade buttonholes. Outwardly, apart from hand buttonholes, it is actually quite difficult to tell the difference. It is a very, very high quality garment. The hours to make a semi-bespoke suit are around 40 to 50, whereas the time to make a full bespoke suit averages around 80, 85 hours to cut and make. That doesn't include the fittings and everything else. That is just labour, pure labour. With any bespoke suit, the fit is obviously crucial, and that comes down to the competency of your cutter and tailor. So if you go to a tailor and your off-the-peg suit that cost you £100 fits better than your £3,000 or your £4,000 bespoke suit, then you've got to question the tailor you actually commissioned in the first place. But with any bespoke garment, you're looking for proportion and scale. Proportion and scale will give a garment longevity. There's lots of classics out there. The James Bond suit in Goldfinger is classed as an icon, as is Cary Grant's suit in North by Northwest. That's really what you're aiming for. Not old-fashioned, but will always stand the test of time. Then proportion and scale is always the way to go. I offer a full tailoring service, and this is across the board with men and women, so I also offer ladies tailoring as well. The client can have anything they want, and I'm not a huge believer in a house style. I don't believe that suits everybody. You're an individual, that's why you go into a bespoke tailor. So I believe in clothing the individual and not giving them what I think should be a defined house style. That's the way I've always gone. I ask you how many times you want to wear it, what kind of look you want to portray. From there, it's just a general look through the fabrics, get you into the right cloth, which is the absolute #1 aim. The cloth must be right for you, it must be right weight, right colour, texture, form, everything. The fabrics I use are from world-class merchants. I like to support UK manufacturers. I buy as much from the mills that I can do in Huddersfield, and Huddersfield cloth is world renowned. The merchants I use and the fabrics I use and the trimmings, there's nothing finer. This coat I'm wearing now, this is a Shetland wool. The cloth is actually from Abraham Moons, which is in Guiseley, and they're the last integrated vertical mill, I believe, in the country. So that's from raw product in to finished fabric out. It's a very lightweight, soft coat. It's very easy to wear. What more can I say, really?